So I have just watched The Abominable Dr. Phibes, and now I must seek out the sequel. Dr. Phibes Rides Again. Gotta find that one. Both films were directed by um, Robert Fuest. I don't know if that's how you say his name. He also wrote the screenplay. So the basic plot. This is one of those. Wait, before I get to the plot, this is one of these movies that's just super bonkers, and you just have to go with it. It's also very tongue in cheek in a lot of places. It's a horror comedy, really. And like for example, the poster, one of the there's many posters. They're all comical, and one of the taglines is love means never having to say you're ugly." Gotta love those riffs on love story, you know. Anyways, uh, Vincent Price is the eponymous Dr. Phibes, and he is seeking the revenge after his wife has died. He's blaming the surgeons that were doing surgery on her when she died. So he's trying to kill all of them. It's 8 surgeons and a nurse. And slowly but surely, he's killing them all. He's using the plagues of Egypt. His versions of these plagues of Egypt are very strange and hilarious. The film is set in the 20s, but it's like this 20s by way of the 70s. So it's not quite the 20s, but it's also kind of a fun riff on the 20s. There's a masked dance that has some of the greatest masks I've ever seen. What else to say? Joseph Cotten's good. He's always good. It's one of Price's best, most heartbreaking performances. You know, because it's one of those films where he really could have gone really far down the camp path, and then the film wouldn't have worked. But because he does it dead straight, with all this bonkersness around him, it really works. There's my other second favorite murder has to do with a brass being impaled by a brass unicorn, and it's hilarious. It sounds horrible, but it's hilarious. So if you like American International Pictures type horror films, which if you're watching Dr. Phibes, you probably do, because all the films that Price did practically were American International horror films. You'll like this film. It's a lot of fun. It's beautiful, beautiful use of color. It's on, I think, Shout Factory or Scream Factory released a Blu-ray of this recently, so there's a really nice print floating around. So you should watch that version and not like one of the crappy versions. It's probably floating on YouTube. Watch the good version. So this was from 1971. I thought it was quite good. It's Robert Fuest's The Abominable Dr. Phibes. I highly recommend it.